you doing? My name is Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard BBQ, and this is the Masterbuilt Gravity 1050. Alright everybody, my name is Tommy, and this is the Gallery Backyard BBQ. And before we get going, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, so you get all my future uploads, of course. Following along over these past couple weeks, know that I owned the Gravity 560, and now I have the Masterbuilt Gravity 1050, right? So listen, what I want to do, I just want to go around and give you a brief walk around on some of the key differences on the 1050 and some not so key differences, right? I know there's a lot of people interested in this grill, and they're trying to make a decision on which one to get, so hopefully this video will help you out. And what I want to do here is first start with the hopper, right? The grill is hot right now. I just did a biscuit test. I'll leave the link up above so you can check out that test, and that's something everybody should be doing on any new pit, right? Especially the Masterbuilt. So listen, the hopper, according to the manufacturer, is the same size. It's going to hold the same amount of fuel, but the grill will burn more fuel because it's a bigger grill, right? So if everything was equal and the 560 you got 10 hours out of, you may get 9 or 8 out of this, because it's just going to use more fuel, right? Because it's a bigger grill. Now, one key difference between the old hopper, or should I say the hopper on the 560 and the hopper on the 1050, is the 560, when you opened it up, it came and landed on the lid, right? On the 1050, when you open it, it kind of pops back there. Now listen, one thing I don't like about this, if there's a heavy wind, you can easily pop this right off. This will come right off. Now if you could see here, they do have a, I'm not sure if you can pick this up, they have a little brace here, but that's not going to do much. Like I said, if your arm hits this or there's a heavy wind, there's no doubt this lid's going to come down, right? So you definitely have to be careful. And I know there was a mod or two floating around online that kind of made this a little bit more sturdy back there. So that's the only difference on the 560 hopper and the 1050 hopper. You're still going to have the paint peeling. You know, I still don't know how to clean the inside, or if you even need to clean the inside, right? So down here, your dividers that are used to snuff out the fire, they hang here. On the 560, they hung on the side. Okay, so that's a little bit of a difference there. To point out, you definitely have a more premium bottom shelf. I believe on the 560. There's just a wire rack, so you know that's something important. It's definitely more of a premium built, but then again, the grill costs $300 more. Okay, sticking with the body, of course, you got a nice shelf. Now, one thing not so great about the shelf is you only got about 3.5 inch clearance. You know, that's going to work. Okay, it could have been better. It would have been nice if they would have moved the shelf down a little bit, but it is a nice sturdy shelf, and it flips down real nicely. So this is definitely an upgrade. Definitely an upgrade. Now let's take a walk around to the controller. I mean, it seems like the same controller. It has these 3 where you can hang your stuff, and it also actually it has 6 of them, because you can hang stuff there. And you got little hooks down here, so that's a, you know, look, that's pretty nice too to have that, right? Now your pad on your controller is going to work the exact same way. I'm not going to get into too much of it, okay, but it's going to work the same way. Now, for some reason, let me turn this up. Now, for some reason, what does work all of a sudden is the app. I don't know why. I don't know if it's different on this. I'm not sure if it if there's been an update since I switched between the 560 and the 1050, but for some reason the app works. And I'll tell you, if it works for you, that's definitely a bonus, because it's a pretty decent app. You know, will it go out tomorrow or the next day or the next cook? I don't know. But for the last cook and right now, the app definitely works. So that's a plus. In the comments down below if the 560 has this. I'm not sure if it does, but we have a setting here for a rotisserie, right? Is that what it is? A rotisserie that comes here, and you have 3 screws over here, or where it's going to plug into. So we look forward to that in the coming weeks or months, right? Okay, on the front we have the same temperature gauge as we do on the 560. I also did, while I'm on temperature, I did dial in on my last cook one of the temperature probes, and it was 32 perfect, 32 Fahrenheit perfect on the ice water test. So you know, I was real happy to see that. Right, without pulling my grill out, we have a little box over here where we can keep our temperature probes. So that's a, you know, look, that's a nice little upgrade right there. I can dig that for sure. I want to keep on to the back here on the 560. There was an opening here that let, you know, it let in some air, I guess. I don't know for what reason. But, you know, that definitely would be a problem maybe if it was raining or something, with rain getting in there. But even on a windy day, I could see wind getting in there and messing with your cook. So I would think that would be a little bit of a problem. On the 1050, it's up here. And I'm not even sure if it's, it feels like it's up here and down a little bit, up and down a little bit. I can feel the heat coming in, so for whatever reason, the designers felt it needed to put some kind of air outtake or air intake, maybe to control the, help control the flame. Okay, now this, look, the cover on this thing is definitely more premium. It's definitely, it's a lot heavier. I mean, it just feels better made. Better premium stuff, maybe installated a little bit better than the 560. Now, if somebody can do this with the 560, I would appreciate it, and just leave it down in the comments. Here you could see that a magnet sticks to the metal, which means it's a pretty good gauge of metal, I do believe. That's a question that somebody kept asking me. So you can see it sticks pretty good. Okay, it also sticks pretty good to the shelf. And also sticks to there. So if somebody can check their 560 and see if a magnet sticks to it. You know, somebody brought it up online. Supposedly, if it sticks, it's a higher gauge steel. Alrighty, so like I was saying, you definitely get a more premium feel of the box. It's just a heavier grill lid. The one thing I like about the 1050 is the shelving. Okay, because I'm not going to cook anything long on this bottom shelf. It's all going to be done up here. Once you get used to it, I mean, you can plop a whole pack of brisket here, and like I said, I believe you got like 11 inches, right? So you could easily do a 14, 15 pound pack of brisket, full packer. You could do a pork butt up here, and you're away from the heat shield. You could put a tin to catch the drippings. You know, I really like way this shelving system works. I mean, like I said, it's a little fugazi to get used to, but you can even bring this out like that, which is nice. And there's a little this shelving system's definitely a big plus to this grill for sure. You got the same cast iron grates with the sear and smoke. I don't know if any of it makes a difference, but they definitely give you that option. Like I said, you got the rotisserie and the shelving system. Trying to think. You know, one of the big negatives that I pointed out was on the other grill was breaking it down, how much of a pain in the butt it was. Now this is piping hot, but they did do differently with the screws here. So I'm guessing this comes right out. Okay, so this is out. Not sure if you could see it, but they did a better, I guess you could say, that this kind of goes into. So that's definitely an upgrade, because now I could take this thing out and put this thing back in a matter of seconds. So there you go. Okay, so that to me is a huge upgrade. While we're at it, there is a plate in the back. You slide it out and it slides this whole thing out for easy cleaning, but unfortunately it's in the back of the grill still. You know, so I got to pull the whole grill out away from the deck. It's kind of like a pain in the ass for me. So I'm not going to show you that now, but this got to come out. So if I can get that out as easy as I just did, that's a big plus for me. Big plus. You know, the question I'm asked all the time is this or a pellet grill? First off, I love my Pit Boss combo. My KC combo by Pit Boss is built like a tank. This is definitely built better than the 560 for sure. It's just better material that went into it. You know, there are some issues still with the hopper. I'm getting a little discoloration here on the metal here, so I'm getting a lot of heat, which is cooking this metal. You know, I don't know how long the grill's gonna last. Even though this grill was about 800 bucks, should last longer than the 560, but that's remained to be seen. I know there's some mods out for the hopper to get a better gauge steel in there, so it won't bend out the hopper or kind of melt the hopper, like, you know. So that's the charcoal, right? When you light that grill at 5, 6 a.m. in the morning, and you got the smoke rolling, you got that charcoal smell in the air, you know, that's cookout. That's what we all remember growing up. That's, you know, what we remember in Dad's backyard. You know, that Weber kettle type feeling is what you're going to get from this. The temperature is going to be precise on this as it will on a pellet grill. You know, so this is the future in grilling, I do believe. Now, which one should you get, the 560 or the 1050? If you can afford the 1050, get the 1050. It's a no-brainer. If you can't afford the 1050, get the 560, and either or, just make sure you take care of it, right? I picked up a spray of vegetable oil, and what I do is I spray this grill, all the inside, the grates, the burn assembly. I spray it all down. I hope I gave you enough information to make so you could make a decision that's best for you, for your family. Either or, if you have a family of 4, the extra size is nice, but you can make it on the 560 for sure. So, you know, what it all really does boil down to is if you can afford the 1050, get the 1050. If you can't afford the 1050 and you can only afford the 560, get the 560. All right, that's basically the bottom line. Listen, and that's it. I got a lot of good things coming up. I got a 8-pound brisket point coming up, right? I have a couple other videos in the tank ready to be released. I'm gonna have a giveaway coming up. I got a $25 off code for some meat coming up that we're first order for you. You could save 25 bucks. I got that coming up. I got a lot of good things coming up, so you definitely want to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, so you get all my future cooks, right? And of course, Molly would definitely appreciate it. So listen, that's it for this one. Until next time, we shall see you soon.